Hey everybody, this is Chance here with First Choice Property Management. Today we are at 14132 Black Gold Trail, and this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,590 square foot home. And just starting from the outside here, you can see that you have a pretty large 2-car driveway, same as the garage. And then you have a tree here with a flower bed around it. Same with the bushes. These are pretty established, so I don't think these will ever have to be watered or taken care of. These are kind of good. You have a really cool, as you just pass through the threshold to the front door, kind of like an entryway here. And then it tucks down, so if you maybe had like potted plants that would need to be in the shade, and or if you wanted to sit back here behind the bush, there's a section here that's always shaded. And then taking a step here in the front door, it's actually got a really cool open concept to where the living room, the dining room, and the kitchen are all kind of aerated through these openings here, where everything flows into each other, but you can also kind of see into every one of the rooms at all times. And so maybe if you had like a TV or an entertainment system here, that could kind of show to all 3 of the major rooms. And then as you step in here, you can kind of get an idea of how big this room is, and then how the lights actually allow for you to kind of just always have a well-lit open area here. And so let me give you a last look into the living room. And then let's look at the dining room here. And so you have the sliding glass door that leads into the backyard. And then your kitchen area here. And the kitchen is pretty spacious. It's just at an L here, so really the best way to capture it is from this back corner. And as you can see, you have a separate section here where mainly most of the cooking would be, and then a long section that looks out into the living room for any of your dishes. And so that's what I was kind of saying, it'd be kind of nice if you did have like a TV or an entertainment center. It definitely shows through well from the kitchen and the dining room here. And then tucked back behind is your washer and your dryer. The appliance hookup is in here. And in this room as well, there is shelving, a small window that looks in the backyard, racks that go all the way around, and your washer and dryer. And we will go to the backyard last. Let's get over here to the bedrooms. And so in your bedrooms, you have all the way from the back to the left, you have 1 bedroom here in the corner. You have your garage, and then the bathroom that kind of sits in between this bedroom and the one behind me. And then you have the larger of the 3 all the way at the end, privately placed. And so we're gonna kind of start right from left here. And of course, you know what the garage looks like. So this room has a really cool light, and I really think it's the cover for those bulbs there. And then all of the bedrooms, including the master bedroom, has these closets, the traditional closets. And this window actually looks out right into that space that's set out there by the front door behind the bushes. If you want one last look in that. And then stepping past the garage is the bathroom here. You can see there's some hooks here for towels. And here is your shower. And it has these cool coves on both sides here. Here's a look back. And then just taking a step out of here into the next bedroom. You can see this bedroom is a little smaller. I would say this is the smaller of the three, but it as well still has a window, a ceiling fan, and then a traditional two-door closet here. And then just taking a step into the hallway, here's another one of those viewpoints that kind of show into the living room from the other side. And then taking a step down, here is the larger of the three bedrooms. And this one is rather large. It has two closets here in the main room. And a walk-in bathroom. Here's a look. And then as well back here, you have additional storage with hooks. Here is another look at your vanity. And it has these really cool shelves. So these are like glass shelves, and then a rack here. And a spot for you to be able to scoot in if you wanted to sit. And as well, the shower has these racks on both sides. And then let's look at the backyard. The backyard has a little concreted section. Makes it easy for you to be able to kind of sit in the backyard or maybe grill if you wanted to immediately past this door. So here's that little section. As you can see, it is completely in the back corner here, covered by the shade from the roof. And so if you just kind of wanted to sit in the backyard, spend some time, as well as you have some crepe myrtles in the back corner here in a row that make a line of shade as well for you in the backyard. Taking a step here in the corner. Here is a full view. I really appreciate y'all watching the video this long. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. My name is Chance with First Choice Property Management. I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you so much.